In today's video, I am going to be breaking down a workout that Rajon Rondo did and has on YouTube, and we're going to break it down to see his high basketball IQ and, of course, the drills that associate with that ridiculous basketball IQ. So let's get down, let's check this out. What is he doing here that makes him so amazing? Okay, so basically this first drill is a drill where he is able to receive that ball from a coach in front of him. He goes through his legs behind the back, and then he does a behind the back pass out to another coach. This could just also hit the wall too and bounce back to the coach if you don't have enough coaches around. But this is a fantastic drill because it's going to help you be able to handle that ball and then make that pass, in this case, behind your back. Now, if you're a younger player, I wouldn't necessarily focus on going behind the back out towards the side. You could do through the legs twice, maybe behind the back twice, kick it out with a one-hand pass across your body, or even back to your coach. Either way, these are great drills to run. This is basically getting you used to dribbling the ball and then making that pass right away. This is a very, very important skill to have if you want to be a great point guard. They were actually really nice enough to actually put the front version of this as well in with this video too, where you can see the other angle where he's adding in an extra dribble and quick in and out dribble, or a quick one-hand cross if you want to call it that. And then he's able to go through his legs and then behind the back. This is a fantastic drill to run. It's going to help you be able to pass in front, obviously with one hand. It's going to help you pass also behind your back, which can be useful. We have learned with players like Jokic and here with Rondo. These are fantastic drills, and everyone really should be working on these. It's not that hard. You're not going to be out of breath running these drills, and it's really going to help improve your handles, but also your passing. Also, remember, whatever you do with one side, you also want to do with the other side as well. Here he's going through the legs, and then he's going behind his back. However, we seen earlier on, before I got switched off to another part of this drill, where he goes and works with his left hand, pass over to that player. Use whatever you do with your right, you want to do with your left as well. You want to be an ambidextrous player. Now, if you could shoot left-handed as well, that's even better. However, that just never really happened at any level where you can have a 40% three-point shooter with a right hand and 40% with a left. I'd love to see that someday, because good luck trying to block that player. But this is what you really need to do to really improve your game. And now he's going with passes in front of his body, and he's trying to really put a lot of effort into that. Of course, we don't want to be making soft passes in practice. We also don't want to be making soft passes in games either, because of course those get turned over. But you want to be able to go as hard as you can in practice, and that's really going to improve your game. And if you're going to be doing dribbling drills with a pass, that is going to be really improving your skill and basketball IQ as well. Now, we've all seen with NBA players, whether it be a player who is like a Kai Soto who is building up to be in the NBA, or a point guard who's been in the NBA for so many years like Rondo, look at what he's doing in this drill. It's a very simple drill once again. He's not necessarily going all out at 150% through the practice. Here, he's actually learning how to, or at least practicing learning how to get that ball high off the glass, off the backboard. The reason why this is important is because if you are maybe in a difficult situation in game where you need to get that ball off glass, here you can actually kind of figure out how to get it off glass. And this is something that I have been saying for years, and I'm really happy that there's videos that are coming out of NBA players who are actually working on this. Now here he used his left hand on the left side. That's what we're traditionally taught. However, if we rewind and look at another drill, he's using his right hand on the left side. This was always said to be something that we shouldn't do. When I was a kid growing up, I was always told, always, no matter what, use your left hand on the left side, use your right hand on the right side, always, always, always. Well, guess what? If you want to be able to get to the next level, if you want to be the best player in the NBA or in the world or maybe in high school or whatever it may be, you need to be able to use both your right and left hand on both sides of the basket. You also have to be able, or should be able, to be able to basically use your left leg and right hand and your right hand or right leg and right hand. You should be able to mix things up because you're going to be in different situations in game, and you should really be able to do pretty much any circumstance that you can in game in practice, so that, of course, when it comes to game, it just becomes second nature. I also like how his trainer right there is putting pressure on him. Now, this is something that I do with my players myself. I like to try and make it so that I'm a weak or mediocre defender on them, so that now they get that experience of that pressure being on their shoulder, trying to get position of their shoulder in front of the defender so that they can get that angle to make that layup. We can see that here, left hand on the right side, and of course makes it in. Of course, you're going to need to put some spin on that ball, and you really need to practice that. And this is just a fantastic drill. Again, getting his shoulder in front of his defender's shoulder, in this case his trainer, being able to get that ball up with this time his right hand. Remember, he did left hand before. Left, right, left, right. This is important. Y'all need to do this. And then here we do basically the same thing, where we can rewind just a little bit farther, and we can see that he is having the defender on the opposite side of him this time, which then makes you understand why he needs to go with his right arm. If the defender's on the left side, you need to use the right side, because if you use your left arm, guess what? This guy is going to block it. Also, being able to finish from different angles. Here he's doing a left hand reverse on the right side, which, again, you're going to need to practice being able to really twist your body. And this is something that a lot of players just don't practice. They try to do it in game, and it just goes like miles away. And this is stuff that you need to practice in just open court time or practice time or with a trainer, that when it comes to game, it's going to become second nature. And this is just absolutely fantastic for me to be able to see this stuff that I do with my players anyways, and basically that you can do yourself, and you don't necessarily have to have a trainer now. You can see it in video, but believe me, having a trainer, they're going to be able to really work you through a couple of mistakes that you're probably making, while a friend may not be able to. So that's kind of the benefit of having a trainer. Anyways, I hope that this video has helped you become a better basketball player. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.